those guys down there ever gonna shut up? This has been going on for 10 years. Day and night.
Well, it is the Trojan War, boss. My lord.
No, really? You don't say. And all of this over some chick. Athena, I've told you 1,000 times, leave your weapons at the door.
Oops, my bad.
Aphrodite, do you mind telling me why? On Olympus, you told Paris he could score the most beautiful woman alive, fully knowing she was already hitched.
That thing didn't... Sorry. No, scratch that. The other way around.
Shocking. I'm completely blindsided. Athena, can we just dump Helen back on Menelaus? So the Greeks can pack up their crap and leave Troy in peace?
Problem is, they've already set up camp on the beach. They're completely chilled out. Toes in the sand, living their best life. I highly doubt that even with 10,000 broads as a bonus, they'd turn back before absolutely wrecking the Trojans. At this point, it's way more of a dick measuring contest than a cuckold issue.
Anyway, what I'd really like to know is when this whole thing is actually going to end.
Well, given the height of the walls and how moronic the attackers are, we're not exactly out of the woods yet.
Is there not a single person capable of actually changing the course of fate here?
I mean, we could maybe give Odysseus a little nudge. He's the least idiotic of the bunch.
Fine, do that then.
But, my lord...
No buts. Just do it. That's an order. So you're telling me you lost Troy because some dudes in miniskirts built a giant model and hid inside it? I mean, for starters, that giant rabbit of theirs looks like hot garbage.
Well, I actually get where they're coming from. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't have had the heart to leave a poor little bunny like that out in the cold either.
Aphrodite, it's a wooden rabbit.
Do you mind if I put horse instead of rabbit on the scroll? It'll look slightly less lame, at least.
Do as you please, Homer. I don't give a shit anymore. And you. I asked you to speed the war up, not to bring Troy down. What the hell were you thinking giving Odysseus that rabbit idea?
I told you he was the only smart one of the lot. And you ordered me, pronto, to give him an idea. You didn't give me a chance to mention he was playing for the wrong team.
Oh, great. Pin it all on me. Why don't you? And to top it off, Achilles went and got himself wasted in the process. Thetis is gonna lose her absolute mind. I thought that guy was invincible. What in Tartarus happened?
Paris snipe shot him right in the heel. That kid has always been a total joke of an archer.
Achilles' heel. I mean, what kind of a half-assed weak spot is that? We're gonna look like complete morons with our so-called legendary top-tier warriors. And what's next, huh? You gonna tell me Odysseus didn't cruise back home all relaxed?
Not really. In fact, he managed to severely piss off Poseidon on the way. Not sure he'll be home for a decade.
Well, actually, speaking of which, I think we've got enough material there to write a bloody masterpiece.
Get out of my sight, all of you!
So, it looks like things have finally quieted down there.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Everything wrapped up exactly as planned, didn't it? What do you mean,
Well, the thing is, the Greeks won. Troy's been leveled.
See, you can do it when you try. You can be efficient when you want to be.
Wait, you've lost me. Didn't you specifically ask me to make sure Troy stayed standing?
Well, exactly. And you played your part perfectly. Thank you so much.
I have a sneaking suspicion I've been played here.
And how's Achilles doing, by the way? I promised Thetis he'd make it out in one piece. You are unbelievable.
Huh?
The one guy who absolutely had to survive. Thetis is gonna be severely pissed.
Yeah, well, why didn't she just dunk him completely in the sticks in the first place, huh? Of course the poor sod ended up taking an arrow straight to the heel.
Listen, when you're too thick to realize Helen was just a bogus excuse for Agamemnon to grab Troy, you just shut your trap, all right?
Wait, it wasn't?
No. Do you honestly think this whole mess would have lasted 10 bloody years over a cuckold story? Even I don't hold a grudge for that long. And that's saying something.
Fair enough.
And what about Odysseus? He's fallen too? Or did he sail back home safely?
He decided to go on a cruise around the Mediterranean.
Typical male behavior. Wife is waiting at home, and Mr. is going on vacation. Asshole.
That rabbit of theirs might look like hot garbage, but hey, the Trojans still got their asses kicked because of it.
Yeah. I'm definitely going with horse instead.
If you liked what you just watched and want to support us so we can pump out more episodes and help me, Athena, goddess of war and strategy, keep us from getting our asses kicked in every single fight, hit that like button and subscribe. Feel free to check out our Patreon page where you can leave your suggestions and feedback and unlock exclusive content. See you on the battlefield.